Welcome in the lesson 4. After having seen the concept of classroom engagement in the lesson 1 and the benefits of classroom engagement, also in the lesson 3 we have seen the strategies of engaging students. Now in this lesson 4 we are going to talk about 21st century skills for Elena. What are the skills that a 21st century learner need to have? The learning objective of this lesson is at the end that I hope that you'll be able to identify the skills that a 21st century learner need to have. Before we get into our lesson, let us have a simple, as always, simple reflection spot. If you have a notebook or Google document, you may respond to the following question. Thank you. Before we get into our lesson, let us have a reflection spot with the question say that teachers of the 21st century need to emphasize on development of different skills for students so that they create good futures. What kind of skills do you develop in your students? List down 3 skills. Welcome back. After having a reflection spot, some of you might say that such skills can be management skills, communication skills, political skills, and others. So let us see the skills that a 21st century learner need to have. The first one is critical thinking skills. Under this, critical thinking refers to being able to examine an issue by breaking down and evaluating it in a conscious manner, while providing arguments or evidence to support the evaluation. Critical thinking skills are crucial for independent thinking and problem solving in both our students' professional and personal lives. Below are some suggestions for promoting and assessing critical thinking in our students. The first one, thinking through inquiry. Asking questions and using the answers to understand the world around us is what drives critical thinking. Example, what is the difference between dash and dash? Such kind of question can make a student to think and respond and make him a critical thinker. The second one is the critical thinking through writing. The act of writing requires a student to focus and clarify their thoughts before putting them down on paper. Example, what information is most important? You give him a scenario for him to outline the information which are important from that scenario. The third one is critical thinking through group collaboration. This helps to produce better results than individual. And the other skills is collaboration skills, which is the practice of breaking students into small groups to answer questions, work on projects, and learn from another. Teaching children how to collaborate and create a variety of learning experiences which enable them to collaborate is not only an excellent way to develop a dynamic and fluid classroom, but also builds confidence in children as a learner. When children learn collaboration, they can not only apply it in classroom situation, but they can also apply it outside the classroom, which help them to be independent and interdependent in real life situation. You may start developing collaboration from the very first week by challenging your class to find new learning partners and giving them work to be done together. At the beginning, it can be difficult, but as the day goes on, they will learn it. You may train them in order for them to be able to interact with one another. The importance of collaboration is that learners get to learn new ideas from another learner when they collaborate. Here are 10 strategies for encourage the success of collaborative learning. The first one is deliberately select which students will work together. You as a teacher, you may try to select students to pair them up and then they can work together. The other one is set the groups for maximum effectiveness. You don't have to create a group with a large number of students. You have to create a small one with the effective. And the third one, teach your students how to listen to one another. The fourth one, set rules of language and collaboration. The fifth one, make goals and expectations clear. The sixth one, assign roles to the members of each group. The other one is use real-world problems, not imaginary ones. You may give them the real-world problems, the problems which they can which are real, rather than those which are imaginary ones. The other one is consider giving each group a different task, so that you can find out what are the challenges faced by each group. And the other one is play a game to get students warm up. If you just saw that the students are they are not goes with the lesson, try to find some exercises for them to warm up, maybe to make them stand up and have a jump and so on and so forth, for them to warm up and to be active with the lesson. And the last one is evaluate each group on its own merit. After giving them a task for each group, then you have to evaluate each group. What are the challenges they are facing, and try to solve the challenges that each group they are facing. And that is the end of our lesson 4. But before that, we have to give you an activity from the above lesson on the 21st century skills for learner. How can you identify students with these skills?
After having seen the 2 skills that a 21st century learner need to have, this is the end of our lesson. And the coming lesson, we will talk about the remaining part of the skills that a 21st century learner need to have. I hope that you'll be with me again. Thank you.